was in the service from 89 to 93, their desert storm. Well, remember last year that Father Day storm? Well, it came through and it messed up that patio really bad, and it messed up my roof. And I went to file a claim with the insurance company. By the time they got done depreciating my roof and my $1,000 deductible, there wasn't any money left to do the roof. It's all frustrating, it's all overwhelming, and I didn't know where to turn. I couldn't get a loan to fix my roof or get help without the soldier's wish to complete the roof.
My dad was Clayton A. Flannery, nicknamed Casey, and he served in the Army. He was a corporal, and he was at Pearl Harbor when it was bombed.
He was in the Army, and I think I was working in a PX or something, and then that's where we met.
We got to talk about that great gift that you got from Soldier's Wish by my dad being in the service, okay?
My name is Jason Birdsong, and I own, with my wife, JT Services. I came out here and it was pretty bad. From what I gather is that the septic system had failed over a year ago, and somebody had come out and basically cut a hole in the pipe and dug a hole so it wasn't backing up in the house anymore, but it was just running out in the yard. You hear people say, thank you for your service. What does that really mean? You know, I don't think people have the reality of what sacrifice is, whether it's sacrifice of life or sacrifice of just being away from your family. My wife and I have a successful business, and we would not have that if we didn't have the freedoms that we had today because of the people that do the sacrifices for us.
I knew it was God all the way, and it still God all the way, that chose Soldier's Wish to locate the right company and not give up on us, on my mother, you know, to help her. And it's just, I know it's a miracle.
How old were you whenever you went into the Army?
I was a pup. I was young.
You were in the service for 8 years, and then you had to stay an extra year. Why did you have to stay an extra year?
The Cuban uprising. Cuban uprising come up and they froze me for another year.
A friend of mine did some volunteer work for Soldier's Wish last year, and I got paperwork from her. She brought it to me. I filled it out, and in no time they were helping. And it's been awesome. This is the first year he's ever had central air and heat, ever.
Wow, it's unbelievable.
What would be your message to somebody else that's a soldier that's never had help with something? You think they should get a hold of Soldier's Wish?
They need help.
It was a big blessing, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Robert Mitchell, United States Air Force, and yes, I was the recipient for 2023. When they pointed the screen and showed it up, and like the headlights turned on, I was for sure that like the car I had at the time was like getting towed. My initial thought after that was like, I've been having car problems. I gotta, somebody's gonna give me a ride for a couple weeks. It was awesome. And they're like, no, that's yours. I was dumbfounded. I was just like, wow, somebody like gave a damn. Somebody actually stepped in and helped. It was crazy.
I know I was going to get drafted, so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and go on in, and I volunteered.
About 4+ years ago now, he didn't have any water at his house, any running water. And he buys the bottled water to drink and to cook with, but he didn't have any regular city water. And so he would come over here, he would push a shopping cart over here with large empty containers, and he would push it down my driveway, and he had his hose hooked up, and he'd fill those great big pots with water. I had heard on the Channel 6 News, an organization called Soldier's Wish had helped a soldier with what the soldier needed. So I got on the computer and sent in the information that they requested, and next thing I knew, they were over there fixing everything where he could have water. And now he has a new water meter, a new hot water tank. His back water bill has been paid. They repiped everything. And every morning he says he just loves soaking in that bathtub.
Tonight we gather to celebrate a milestone of heart and heroism. Since the 2023 Night of Honor, we have granted over 100 wishes to our veterans, impacted over 3,200 individuals, and distributed a total of $400,000 in wishes, thanks to your generosity and your commitment to us. This evening, we mark 11 incredible years of service, celebrating over $2 million in wishes granted to our brave veterans and their dedicated families. We are here at the River Spirit Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma, thanks to each of you who have joined us tonight. Every story told, every hand shaken, and every smile shared adds to our resolve to support those who have given so much. Thank you for your unwavering support and for standing in the gap to meet the unmet needs of our veterans and active military. Let's continue to make wishes come true, celebrate our heroes, and build an even stronger bond within our communities.